What's something I could do to make you trust me even more?
Nothing.
Oh.
I can say that.
I'm perfect.
I don't.
I'm just joking.
I can say honestly, it's nothing that she's good. Nothing. You straight as you are now. Don't do no less than this.
Oh, I hope you're not expecting the same answer from me.
I'll be down for you forever. We gon' always be together. Down for any kind of weather. The Snugs and Snuggum Show. We going higher than the ceiling. You and me is all I need, yeah. Keep on rocking to the beat, yeah. Snuggum Show.
I'm Skyla.
I'm Omar.
And this is the Snooks and Snookums Show. Real talk. Did you like that?
Not really. One thing we gotta work on is what we call this. I'm calling it the Real Talk Podcast, but she want to put the full joint in.
It is the Real Talk Podcast.
Kind of like how Power Book 2 Ghost. We're not calling that. We calling it Ghost.
But in my song that I created, it says the Snooks and... So that's why I say Snooks and Snookums, because I'm Snooks, he's Snookums. And
at some point we're gonna get this figured out.
Anywho,
today, guys, we thought we'd do something a little bit different. Yes. So, as y'all heard us talk about in our episodes, we are in, and this is important for your relationships in general. So, welcome to this. Y'all see the title of it. It's important that you set aside time for hold my hand so it looks cute. It's like, knock it off me.
What?
I'm playing. No, I'm not.
You
set aside time for you and your relationship, and so one of the things that we're doing is every Wednesday or so, we try to we go on our dates on the weekends. We try to set aside that time for each other, and that's Wednesdays, and we try to find something to do other than going out to eat. You know,
ain't nobody got time to spend all your money.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be doing that.
Not yet. One day.
Not yet. So we've done a few different things. We've gone to Dave and Buster's one night.
I love Dave and Buster's.
We love watching shows together. So we watching The Power. We watching Jersey Shore. Wildin'. What you gonna watch today? If y'all don't watch Wildin' Out, you don't have a sense of humor.
Oh, but you forgot our favorite show.
Which joint? Oh,
it's your player partner, 2 Chainz, checking in.
Most expensive is one day.
2
I'm
Chainz.
it right now. I will be on Most Expensive is with my business.
We will be on 2 Chainz. If you see this, Most Expensive is. We're coming for you.
Please, But so with that, one of the other things we decided to do was this card game here. Black Love. She got this as a gift from her coworker.
So at my job, we do for Christmas like a Secret Santa thing. We call it something else, but more diverse. But it's like a Secret Santa thing, and so you choose something that's like $10 to $20, or you have a list of things, and then whoever your person is buys.
They got money over there.
So this year on my list was this It's called Black Love's Couples Conversation Starters. And we tried it one time. We really like it. There's also this other couple on Instagram. They have cards that I want to get to, but we love stuff like this. So this is a perfect way to do date night at home, especially cheap date night.
Exactly. Go ahead, order you some Chinese food or cook.
Or
cook.
What I'm saying? Trying to save coins, remember?
Play some joints or whatever, and this is where we're at. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of these cards, obviously have our answers and, talk about some things. You and your partner, again, this episode is called What You Doing Tonight? Number
what
one.
You doing?
Or what you doing or what you doing tonight?
What you doing tonight?
Look, obviously y'all see what we decided on. And, y'all can we'll go through these cards. Y'all can talk about our answers or talk about your answers themselves. Yeah. And then that's where we at.
And it has, just so you guys know, it has different categories. Yeah. So, you can see, for the categories, it'll have a color. And so red is rock the boat. And that doesn't mean rock the boat like fighting. That means rock the boat like,
I mean, we'll see. And to read the back of what this card.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Says, oh, well, I was.
Me and you. Self.
Didn't have to go through all that. Don't start.
We are family.
And now you're going to need to shuffle the deck again.
It's past and future. Okay, now you can go ahead.
Keep playing, you about to be my past. All right, so here's what the back of the box says. I'm not. Here's what the back of the box says. The Black Love, and don't matter your race and ethnicity.
Ignore my shuffling.
The Black Love rules are very simple.
Please don't shuffle that.
Pick a card and take turns answering. 100 questions to explore and deepen your connection with your partner in the kitchen, on a trip, or just in the living room. Get a drink, sit down, and use these conversation starters to get a meaningful conversation with the one you love. And this is a Black-owned business. This is the QR code here. If y'all have enough time to scan
sponsor us. Do you see us over here?
That is
Black love.
Or go to their website, blackowned.games. Thought that was going to be a .com, but it wasn't. And that's where we're at. So once she's finished shuffling, which...
We shuffled these one time before, but like they're not like Uno cards where it's easy to shuffle. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, I know how to shuffle. It's just these.
When y'all play Uno, do y'all hide the draw 4 cards underneath y'all like leg? Because I do. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get my money's worth.
This is why I don't play games with him. Seriously. All right.
Now let me take that back because then everybody starts saying
This
lift
is
your leg
exactly why I don't play games
Look,
with you.
I be winning.
There's 2 things I don't like doing with him: playing games and sharing dips, because he takes all the dip.
And that's another thing. Go ahead and comment and let us know. Do y'all just like dip a bit in?
I
so
like
you
if I
get
have
some?
guacamole, I dip it in him. He's
That don't make sense.
Scoop
Like get
it
a
in.
scoop and get something in there. Why you just
Dang.
gonna dip? You're not giving no
literally.
flavor.
I always order my own dip because he's.
And that's
literally
fine by
scooping
me.
it out.
Look,
All right.
I'm getting.
You
what I'm
ready or
getting.
no?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. You going first?
I'm going first.
All right, go ahead. Draw first.
Thank you and good day.
Tuh.
Past
Some
and
date night.
future. Some date night. Right. Get your own guac for date night.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Tip: get your own dips for date night so that you don't argue.
No, or get what you gonna get. Refills is
Anywho.
free.
All right. Past and future. You ready?
Yes.
Is there anything from your past that you're ashamed of?
Yes, multiple things. Even though I live with no regrets. Multiple things. Not gonna go too deep in this episode, but if I can pick out something light enough, it would be, I guess, not taking enough time to think about what it is I want out of things.
Yeah.
And even though I said that's not so deep, I feel like if I applied that to a lot of different things, a lot of situations, not necessarily bad, even though some bad, but things unavoidable would have been, well, avoidable.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yes, for me as well. But I will say, I feel like everything I've gone through in life, or even maybe some of the bad choices I've made, made me who I am and put me where I am today. So yes and no, because I needed those. There's going to be people, even for you, I know some of the things you're ashamed of, even for, for everybody. I always say the things you go through are to help somebody else in the future. You don't know whose life you're saving. So for me, everything that I've been through that I'm ashamed of or that's happened to me, I appreciate it. I accept it. And I know it was meant to happen because there's people that I have to help. So,
and then also for everybody into like space, sci-fi, and timeline, if you did not go through the things you went through and made the decisions you made, think about where you are right now. Of course, you might be in a bad place maybe, which I hope that's not where you are, and I hope you get into a better thing.
Yeah.
But let's just say you are in a very good spot and happy where you're at. If you didn't make those decisions, would you be where you are right now?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, one regret, which isn't a big regret, I couldn't catch this Pokemon one time in the Safari Zone.
I'm really
I broke
done.
that Game Boy.
I'm
and
done. Next.
Had I learned how
Next.
to control myself at that point, I might have more things.
Oh
So
God.
it's different things.
How did we
you know
go
what I'm
from that talking, giving
saying?
some real
regret. It's the timeline thing. I say, hey, young self, don't break that game. It's okay.
All right.
You get
He
another
wants
chance
you to
catch
know,
it.
be careful because you don't want to break your Game Boy. You want to learn from your mistakes and don't break your
things.
Game Boy. Oh, your turn.
I should go next.
Next. Thank you for
So-
enlightening the people.
You're welcome. All right. Another past and future, which is why I'm questioning the shuffling of these cards.
Well, if you get another past and future, just go on.
What's something you try to actively avoid in life?
Ooh. Something I try to actively avoid in life is negative energy.
Okay.
Meaning negative people that are bringing me down, people that are saying negative things to me, people that don't support my vision. I don't have time for it anymore in my life. So you got to go. If you're in my life right now, you got to go. If you're trying to get in my life, can't happen. Avoid.
I think one thing I try to actively avoid is, even though we just did an episode about this, is conflict.
Oh yeah, you definitely try to avoid conflict.
Not to say I'm scared, because you with it, I'm with it.
I ain't scared.
And
Don't start none, won't be none. Go back to episode 3.
I want all the smoke. I'm straight, but it's, if I can avoid an issue. So even with us, which again speaks to our last episode, I know if I have a statement or opinion, or to me a fact, about something she's doing or has going on, there is something I could say about it, but is it worth the argument? And this is something else to practice in life. Of course, we can feel how we want to feel, and there's a phrase out there like feelings aren't always facts. I think that's people trying to avoid how you feel about things because they can't handle it. But again, another episode for that. I was like, I want to avoid dealing with said situation. What can I do to avoid this situation? You know what I'm trying to say? So I think conflict, but even with avoiding conflict, you can cause conflict.
Literally. I was about to say,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't going to tell you how I really feel. I'm going to just tell you a slight joint, and then later it becomes a thing. Or I'm not going to tell you how I feel at all because I need us to make this restaurant on time, or I need us to get this food together for the guests and stuff like that. And, end that later on.
Resentment. And then it causes.
Resentment, there you go. So, that could be a thing. So,
so you avoid conflict, but you've learned that in avoiding conflict, you're actually creating conflict sometimes.
And so now, go ahead. Tell me how you really feel. Ask me how your hair look. Go ahead.
How's my hair look?
I love it.
Thanks.
That ain't a real example. Go ahead.
Okay, it's another past and future, so I'm really good at it.
Exactly, yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. You don't know how to shuffle.
All right, I got a different one.
After you looked at it.
Self. This is a self card. All right. What have you dreamed of doing with your life but haven't? Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, wait. Are we messing up this flow? Aren't you asking me, then I say, then you
go ahead. You answer first.
Please repeat the question.
What have you dreamed of doing with your life but haven't?
Honestly, nothing. If I can be honest with y'all, keep it a buck. I know what you're about to say. Keep it. You think? Well, I'm bringing up a trauma.
I probably have the same.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nothing really. So, one thing about me, it's everything I say I want to do. I do it.
Period. Poo.
So all these goals I've had for myself, and I mean actual goals, not just even fantasies. Really, they've happened. They've come up. If I can pinpoint something that hasn't happened yet, it's me being a chef. I ain't gonna go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That fell off or whatever. I ain't gonna act like I'm traumatized with how that happened, but that dream fell off. But I still be cooking.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But that's coming. But I wanted to get married. Even before her, I wanted to have a destination wedding. Where we get married at?
Mexico.
Destination. I want to have kids in progress. I wanted to have dogs. Got the dogs.
Two.
Eventually wanted to move to Cali. As y'all can tell, I've been shorts in all these videos.
And flip-flops, y'all. You don't want to see his feet. I ain't going to
share on my feet because that's a bit wild, but it's me in my natural state.
Right.
I'm in Cali, so again, starting the business and everything. So everything I wanted for myself,
you don't have
achieved.
Things you want are in motion. So that's
they're all in motion. Yeah, the only thing would be me being a chef, but again, that's going to be in motion once this cannabis thing is solidified.
Oh yeah, mark our words right now. We're gonna have many restaurants. Listen, it's only up. Okay.
Yeah. If it's up, then it's up.
Period.
So, but go ahead.
For me, I think it's pretty much the same. I think something I struggled with. So if you don't know, I'm a singer. Go to Skyla Simone on YouTube. Look up my last album, Heartstrings. Y'all heard the intro. That's the intro's me.
I have my ad lib.
Yes.
Real talk. That's where we at.
But I will say, when I was younger, I dreamed of nothing but being like a Beyonce. So sometimes, like, especially when I'm talking in therapy, sometimes I will think about like, oh, I'm not where I thought I would be in music, or can I still be that now that I'm 30? But now I'm in a place in my life where, I realize everything happened for a reason. So yeah, why can't I be Rihanna at 35? Or what do I want? I've taken the time to heal myself. So now I'm in a place, like, if I had been a child star, I would have been like, it wouldn't have been good. And my mom and I talk about that all the time. So I feel like God protected me, and everything will be in his timing, and I see it all unfolding. So everything that I've dreamed of doing, I'm already on the way there too. So yeah. Like, everything's on the way.
Yeah.
So I don't really have anything.
That's the thing. And if you have one little mini takeaway from this, if you got dreams or goals that
you better go do it.
Yeah, go do it. Whatever is stopping you from doing it, it's not stopping you from doing it. Now, obviously, there are some constraints. I want to be an astronaut. I mean, you need training. Don't just go up to space, talk about some, hey, we found aliens. No, you did not. Figure it out. But if it's things that you want in your life, just take this second right now to think yourself, maybe ask your partner, whoever, what do you want? What do I want out of life? what's stopping me from getting there? Shout out to Terrence because this is something that he might ask.
Yeah.
That's my coach, by the way, at T Fulham Fit. You know, might have you doing some crazy workouts.
Fulham Fit Films, helping creators create. There's a plug for you.
You know, it'll just ask yourself, what's stopping me from getting there? There could be some very realistic things. Again, like I want to live on another planet. Well, my guy, we still on Earth. But hey, I want to start this type of business. Why are you not there yet? And then figure out what it is you need to do. I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I think something for us, it might take us time, but we always say we want to do something and we do it. I will say that we struggle, or me sometimes I'll struggle like, oh, do people care? But as I continue to grow and just put myself out there, and this is for anybody watching, it doesn't matter how many likes you get because literally your life can change in a moment, right? Like I could get 20 likes yesterday and then tomorrow something goes viral and I have thousands and thousands of followers. So when you are scared about who's looking at your content, who likes it, you're robbing yourself of an opportunity because when you stop yourself and you don't post because of fear, then nothing happens. You know, you literally miss what could have been. So quick plug, if you have something you want to do it. Life is short. No regrets.
Yeah, do it 100%. Don't let nothing or no one stop you.
Period. Preach on.
Not even yourself.
Come on. He's preaching today.
Say it again.
One more time.
I'm
done.
If there's something you want for yourself.
Preach, preacher.
Don't let no one.
Come on.
Nothing stop you.
Yeah.
And that's that. All right. Next card. What's something?
What's the category?
Yeah, I was about to say, this is a self card.
My bad.
What's something that you hate seeing other people do?
Okay, this is the first thing that came to my mind: skipping meals.
Okay.
It's just the first. There's lots of things, I'm sure, but I'm on a journey with healing my relationship with food, and I try not to get triggered, but I do get triggered by like people skipping meals or making it a thing. Like I'm trying to be skinny, so I'm skipping this meal. And it really has everything to do with me and my journey. So like, I don't want to judge anybody else. However, I struggle with it because now that I'm fixing my relationship with food, I see how focused everybody is on being skinny rather than fixing the core issue, which is relationship with food, or which is how do you actually feel about yourself, or how are you treating yourself? Because our bodies need nutrients. You need breakfast. You need lunch. You need dinner. You need snacks. So I don't know. Can you tell I get a little triggered?
Yeah, a little bit. And it's funny because before I say what I hate seeing in people, I used to do that. So we all know it as intermittent fasting or whatever.
And no shade to anybody do it. I just want to be clear. Everybody's on their own journey. Yeah.
Everybody does what they're going to do, and it does what works best for them. You know, you do, your thing, what works best for you. I do my thing, same thing for everybody else. So if what you're doing works for you, that's fine. If you feel like you might want to change what you're doing, then, that's another step. But I used to do that. I would skip because this is the ideal way for me to do intermittent fasting. I would, skip breakfast, do lunch and dinner, or do breakfast and lunch and then skip dinner. All for like toning down, slimming down. And with me working with, my coach, Terrence, I put his plug in earlier. You don't need to do that. Eat your meals, eat your snack, as long as the snack makes sense. Don't say your donut's a snack. That's a bit wild.
Oh, hold on. Donuts can be a snack, but we'll talk more about that in another episode.
I
get what you're trying to say,
so
but there's no unhealthy foods. It's all about learning the relationship with food.
And again, everybody has
But again, we'll talk about that at a later time.
If I want a snack, I should probably, what makes more sense for me, for what my goals are, is to do fruits. It wouldn't say that my snack should be eating 9 donuts and getting a burger from McDonald's. That is not a snack. That's just you, whatever your situation is. But point being is, as to what she was saying, I used to do that. And, with working with, my mans, it's, you don't need to do that. Here are your meals, do this, and then do that to get to where you want to go. And of course, having these, I don't want to call them shortcuts, having these other ways of doing things can get you your results a bit faster. When I was doing intermittent fasting, I was slim, my weight was down. I don't like how I was looking. At some point, if y'all go through my Instagram, if I decide to post it, I was the same weight in 2 different pictures. And one, I was like real slim. And the other one, I was like kind of like how I'm like looking like right now. Like I was straight the same weight. With that one, I was skipping meals. With this one, I ain't missing no meals. I'm eating every single thing.
And we will. This really will be a topic because it's been a journey. So anyway.
But we'll stop it there. So one thing that I hate seeing other people do. Damn. Damn. If I had to say something, it'd be, and it depends on how you phrase this, but it could be robbing yourself of something.
Example?
I'm getting there.
Hurry up, then.
Sister Skyla. One thing I used to tell my college friend group, because some of us was going through certain things. I ain't gonna say no names. But some of us were going through some things with the people we were with at the time, and wondering if this other joint, and for people that know joint women, I'm not disrespecting y'all, it's just slanging how I talk.
Lord have mercy.
This is a joint, you know what I'm saying? This is a joint, food joint is a joint, whatever. Like, but the joints that we was with,
the woman you were with,
were with could be whatever. It's like, I mean, hey, she's doing this, and that. Like, but my current one ain't doing, boom, 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 boom. And one thing I would constantly tell them is, there's always something better than what you have at home, and that's for men and women. You know what I'm saying? She could find some dude that's light skinned, green eyes.
That gives me intimacy.
It's getting too personal.
Full head of hair. Check out episode 3.
Full head of hair, whatever. Might have some artistic value. That we all could be
a rapper.
All right, she's going too far. We all could have our ideal person, But one thing to ask yourself is, at the end of the day, will that person do for you what your person at home does? Yeah, I could find some joint outside of the bar or whatever, but I can, of all the women I've been with, the only person who has my back and will be with me 100%, won't throw me under the bus, won't sacrifice me for like their own good or what they want to do, is me. Put your hands down, sister. Me. Her. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously,
so you don't like when people rob themselves of something good because they're chasing something
exactly
better.
Of anything. Now, you could come upon the thing where, the outside joint might do what you have at home would do, which that's a different conversation. If the one at home abuses you, but the one outside wants to take care of you, all right, fine. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna go too far with that. But
next,
people robbing themselves of what they could have. Yeah.
This is We Are Family. What's your favorite family tradition?
Oh man, so many to choose from. Clean up Saturday.
This man loves a clean up Saturday. Okay,
look,
I love it as long as I don't have to clean.
Yeah, that's the main problem. But my household, you wasn't going nowhere unless that house was clean, and if it was messed up, and don't ask to go outside because the answer is no, and that's where you was at.
That's funny.
Thanksgiving. My family's Muslim, so going home to Jersey during Eid is one of my favorites. But family tradition from my family from growing up, not including what we do, I'd say my favorite thing was probably Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Black Thanksgivings are the best Thanksgivings.
Good vibes. All the food is good,
I say my favorite family traditions, separate from what we're trying to start, would be Thanksgiving and Christmas, because my family's from the country, so we would always go down to my grandma's, and then my grandma would be cooking both holidays. My Aunt Joyce would have games for us. Me and my cousins, we would be playing the games. So those are good times that I wish I could go back to.
Yeah. Good times, man. Good times. All right, another We Are Family. If we get a third one.
It's like 2 for each.
We'll find out. Oh, yikes.
What? Oh, Lord. What is it?
Are you closer to your father or your mother, and why?
Okay. I'm not going to get super into it, but my dad has something called multiple sclerosis, so he is disabled. So I'm going to say I'm close to both of them, but it's different for me. I would say that, my dad, when I was growing up, he was with me for everything. He took me everywhere. My mom and I would go get our hair done. He stayed with us. Like, he is like the best dad in the world. The only thing I would say is with multiple sclerosis, it does, change kind of your mental. There's obvious physical things that happen with it. So he's in a wheelchair, but mentally he's still there, but it's different. And so it's something that I struggle with. So I would say growing up, I was closer to my dad, and I still am close to him. But I feel like the MS has kind of been I don't know how.
No, I get you.
And then for my mom, I love my mom so much. We are like this. Now I will say we're very different. So we've definitely had times where we clash, but we kind of are each other's backbones because we had to help each other, with my dad. And so that's why, I'm like a I struggle kind of giving up control because I've always had control because I've had to help my mom, like make sure we're paying the bills. Not like that. I mean, she does it too, but we're like a team. Or when my dad's sick, we do it together. So my mom and I are very close. So I'm just going to go with both.
Yeah.
I'm close to both of them.
No, I mean, same thing for me. I'm close to both my parents too. It's not one more than the other. And the reason I said
your mom's going to be like,
that's
what?
I'm saying. I'm thinking about my mom's reaction when she sees this.
Like, what you mean, Omar?
This is like exactly talk about. So that's why I said,
your dad's going to say, Omar.
Yeah, this is just, he ain't gonna care. He gonna be straight, but that's why I said, because this is just gonna be annoying. Can't wait till this episode comes out. But no, I mean, I'm close to both of my parents too. I mean, I obviously, and as y'all can tell through things, she's a bit more deeper and been through more than I have. Not to discount from anything I've been through, but I won't phrase it like that, but she's just been through more. With me and my family, I mean, things have been. We've been just chilling, you know what I'm saying? that's where we've been at.
I really do.
So like, from my mom, obviously as with not say it's a feminine or woman thing, but more of the, emotional connection and stuff, So she calls me, I make sure I call her because if I don't call her,
she'll be like, oh my,
not that
you haven't called me.
If I don't call her, it's like, well, I hear from my son, he don't
you.
care about me, whatever. So, I make sure, I knock that out and do that. She updates me with what they got going on, same thing here. And me and her do have like conversations because, she might be going through like a couple of different things that, and I feel like a lot of people, hit me up to talk about things because they know I'm a listening ear and that, I'll talk to them about. I'm not going to say, oh, well, you need to be doing, whoop, whoop, whoop. Even if that's something I should say is people just might want a soundboard. And I feel like I'm like that for like a lot of.
So are you saying your mom's your soundboard or something?
That my mom's soundboard.
Oh, okay.
I
was trying to figure out where you're going.
Example. And I don't want to say that she calls me every day when she's going through it, but. And
I see what you're saying. You're right.
If I'm comparing the relationship, it's not like, I mean, I don't know if my dad even be going through nothing, but if you do, I don't know about it. I'm just saying my mom, she had a couple issues where we do like talk about it and stuff like that. I was just speaking to a lot of people I have like relationships
I see what you're saying.
with. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So obviously that, and she taught me how to cook, whatever. And which she gets to appreciate a lot.
Yes.
And then my dad, I mean, it's my man, 50 grand. I mean, we don't. It's not like we got to have deep conversations. Again, I brought up the first episode.
He's very much like his dad. They don't need to go deep.
Which is what I was going to get to. Like, we're similar. So I know a lot of things that I do or say is something that he would do or say. So when he does or says these things, I might get blown because I was like, I'm going to say the same thing. But now I see how other people might feel. But no, that's my man, like 50 grand. I mean, we're, we're good. We're straight. It's, he's, taught me. I got a lot of things that I should do. Clean up Saturday, again, I got from him. Not saying my mom doesn't clean, because of course she does, but clean up Saturday, boy, make sure that house is clean. You know what I'm saying? Starting your own business, being your own man and stuff like that, I definitely got from him. So I'm close to, the both of them.
Boom.
Yeah, that's where we at.
Okay.
There's another We Are Family.
Yes, next. Oh my
another one.
God.
This is what I'm saying. You don't know how to shuffle. Come on, young.
Wait. I can't. These are not easy to shuffle. All right.
We don't know how to shuffle, guys, by the way.
Rock the boat. Okay.
Oh, boy.
We already had our sex episode. Okay. What part of my body turns you on the most?
Christ, bro. Why are we doing this? Your smile. I'm gonna keep this joint PG.
I'm gonna say
too much.
I'm gonna say PG.
Don't say my nose. I know you like it, but stop playing with me.
I'm gonna say your smile.
All right.
If I had to do a second, I'd say your cute little leggies. Okay.
I ain't gonna show my feet. I almost showed them. Oh no.
Go ahead.
Hope
yeah.
y'all ain't see that. Blur that out if y'all do see my
Crusty.
feet. All right. Another rock the boat one. Y'all see where we going? Nah. No, I'm just not even gonna say it.
Okay. Oh Lord.
That's bugging.
Make a decision.
I'll say this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. It's funny. What time of day do you most prefer to have sex?
Night.
Night as well. Don't gotta go no further.
Perfect.
Next. Think about the family watching this joint, having to explain it. Not doing that.
Okay,
no,
we got a different category. Yeah, like we talked about in the sex episode. I think episode 2.
2, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not as comfortable talking about it, but it's something I'm trying to get out of.
I'm more comfortable, but I just know who's going to be watching and listening. And
his mom was like, I mean, you guys are grown, but I feel like my mom's going to be like, Sky.
Oh, this is going to be so funny when this stuff comes out. Go ahead.
Okay, this is me and you category.
All right.
What's your favorite thing I ever did for a special occasion for you? Drum roll, please.
I can't decide between two. and they mean different things to me for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I say one because of chronological order. One, it was my birthday. My favorite thing, guys, is lasagna, and I love the bean pies. If y'all have bean pie, yeah, go ahead, try that bean pie.
Bean pies are pretty
it's not
good. I
actually
never
like
had
baked
them.
beans. I don't know. Some people actually, when you say bean pie, they don't know what bean pies are. But you know, you got the Muslim brother on the corner with the little Islamic Times or whatever with the bean pies. The brother Umar looking joints. them joints are good. And then also, I love lasagna. So one birthday, this might have been our third.
It was early.
Year. It was early. It might have been
Yeah.
our third year together. She made me lasagna. She reached out to my mom and got the recipe, and for the bean pie too. Made that. She made me this plate and everything like that. Don't ask me where that plate is. Not that
I
it didn't mean
literally
anything.
I literally made the plate. Like, you know,
Like, made it,
I forgot
yeah.
the store that the
Yeah.
name of the place, but I went and made it. It said Omar on it.
Yeah, so it was good and the food was good. And
You don't know
everything
where
like
the
that.
plate is. You
So,
see what I'm saying?
it's
You do
somewhere.
all this stuff for these.
Hey, sister. These
Go
what,
ahead.
sister?
Go ahead.
Anyway, so that was that. And then the second thing was my surprise dinner in
Oh yeah, for your birthday.
a couple years ago. And I say that because, and again, not to get too deep because there will be an episode, maybe season 2 about this. But one of my things is, how can I say this?
You want to feel love.
I like feeling love and people appreciate me and stuff like that. And not to say if you don't do a certain thing, it means you don't do that thing. But I feel like I do expect certain things from people. Not to expect, say, hey, I do this for you too.
You don't even have to
expect a thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to like phrase it right.
You need to feel loved, and you sometimes
way,
feel
yeah.
that people don't make you feel that way. So
And
you
so
appreciate
when
it
she
with them.
did that, and you know, people showed up or whatever and things like that, like I felt I liked it. You know, I liked it a lot. And then also The Weeknd came out with his newest album of this point. We're looking at Dawn FM that came out on my birthday, so that was just a great birthday all around. And it was lit.
Yeah, I think mine would be the same. The last 2 birthdays, he did a really good job. This birthday, he surprised me with the trip to Vegas, but also he tried to get a lot of my friends to come, but 2 of my friends surprised me, and he put a lot of effort into trying to get people to
Was
come.
in Vegas? You said that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And it was fun. I love Vegas. And then the year before, we were about to move here, so he surprised me with people again. I did not expect it at one of my favorite places, Yardbird.
Oh no! You're tripping.
Yard House.
I almost said Roscoe Chicken.
Yard
Waffles.
House.
It was Yardbird.
Yardbird,
you were right
Yardbird,
the first time.
Yardbird.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
first
yeah.
had it in Miami. Now there's one in DC. There's one here in LA, but we haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
But literally, my favorite surprised me. Then we went to this hotel and we had drinks on the roof, and then we went out. Actually, after that was random, but
Yeah.
that was a good time.
That was a good
That was a
time.
good time.
Yeah.
You want to do like
A few
2, 3 more?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay. Have you ever broken someone's heart?
Not to my knowledge.
This is past and future.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, you know, what Future says, she held herself hostage. I don't think so.
If you quote Future one more time, I might have to.
Our trap
walk
Lord and
out.
Savior. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do.
I might walk out.
But no, I don't think, to my knowledge, no. If I could be honest with myself, and again, not trying to be like that. I mean, it might have been a couple joints, but that's just off of the after reaction. Again, if I piss you off and you like cry or get upset, that could be breaking your heart. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, nothing that nobody's ever, you know, said. So, I mean, if you out there, what you want me to do? I'm sorry.
I'm done.
But no, I do, you know, I also take accountability being on a real note. I mean, if I did, then, you know, I apologize. But again, no, not to my knowledge. I don't think so. I let them let me down easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
For me, I don't want to speak for anybody, but yeah, I definitely think one of my main
No, she did not
male
just say
figures
man.
in my life, we broke each other's hearts, I think, multiple times. So yeah, but I've never been somebody who's talking to tons of people. So I think just maybe like I've only broken like 1 or 2 hearts. You know, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Next card.
Moving right along. These rock the boat ones are for us to do at home, okay?
All right, here you go. We are
category
family. Yeah. Do you find yourself repeating something your parents said?
Yes.
Like what?
Okay. So we've mentioned how I don't like to clean. But I feel like my mom will say to me, like, Sky, you didn't do this or this when I'm cleaning, and I do the same thing to him, even though I'm not helping him. So that's probably not right. But I think I'm like her when it comes to that. Oh, when it comes to like being careful, like I'll be like, Snookums, please be careful when you're driving. Make sure you're slowing down.
Yeah.
Definitely got that from my mom, and it annoys me, but I do it to him, and I will probably do it to our kids.
Yeah. One thing I say, and y'all heard me say it already, is clean up Saturday. I got that from my dad, so it's let's go.
Yeah.
We gotta clean up.
I feel like this man says a lot of things that his dad says.
Or stuff like, if somebody wants something from me or try to do something, not like in a crazy way, like, can I get like another bag of chips or nuts? I was like, yeah, go ahead and get that, but that's it. That's something I get from my dad.
Oh my gosh,
you ain't getting multiple joints.
So annoying.
You get one or two and get up out of here, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do 2 more.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. It said, what do you dislike most about my parents? And I'll fight him. So we don't talk about my parents, okay? Okay. That was another family. Okay, this is a nice one.
All right.
Oopsies.
No, you did not.
This, excuse me. This is me and you. What's something I could do to make you trust me even more?
Nothing.
Oh.
I can say that I don't.
I'm just joking.
I can say honestly, it's nothing that she's good. Nothing. You straight as you are now. Don't do no less than this.
I hope you're not expecting the same answer from me.
Sure, but I mean, don't do not less than this. But you pretty much do the things you say you're gonna do. I don't gotta worry about certain things or whatever. It's nothing. I mean, you good for right now. I could pull some out my ass if I had to, but it's off top of mind. I mean, nothing. It's you good. Yeah.
No, actually, I will say the same. I think just continuing to follow through on the things we talked about in episode 3. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But just continuing to follow through, do what you say you're gonna do, stay consistent. Yeah. That's all I need.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Last card. Make it a good one.
Last card for now.
I'm done. It's another rock the boat.
I'm gonna just say the
read
question,
it.
But we're not answering this. Would having sex in a public place turn you on?
No.
Oh no.
What was that one?
How would you respond if someone approached us to be our third?
Oh, I can tell you right now.
Brother, sister.
Wait, what are you doing to the card?
Rock the boat. Okay.
How many rock the boats?
Right. It was a
go to the middle.
No, I got one right here.
Is it a good ending one?
This one says, "What 3 things make someone good in bed?" But that's not this question. If y'all want to talk to yourselves about that, go ahead.
Get the cards.
Yeah, get the cards.
Get the cards. Black love.
All right, last. You
can use them if
card.
it's not black love too.
Yeah, even if it's not black love, it's still something you can
love,
answer,
love, couples love.
Yeah. Category: We are family. Would you give your child more or less freedom than you had growing up?
Whoo, man.
Because you was able to do whatever, huh?
No, I was not.
All right.
I was raised amazingly, and look at how I turned out.
With whoever.
Don't make me call my mother.
She's gonna say the same thing.
Read it one more time.
Would you give your child more or less freedom than you had growing up?
Okay, so here's the thing. I had a good amount of freedom because my mom trusted me. Now, for me, the reason why I might accidentally give less freedom is because I have anxiety and I struggle with like dealing with all the things that happen in this world. So I think it would come from me being nervous, but I don't want to be that way. Like I don't want to be overbearing because I'm scared about car accidents, and I want my kids claiming S to be able to live their lives. So I'm gonna actually say my goal would be the same amount of freedom. Yeah, that's my goal. Okay. Don't know if I'll succeed.
I'd say maybe a little bit more. Not to say that I was restricted from doing things, although again, y'all who know me as growing up, let me go get this permission right quick, or whatever it was. But again, as I said earlier on about regret or something like that, it's all the decisions and choices and positions we were put in as we were coming up got us here. What if we would have made something slightly different? I know we see exaggerated examples in time travel videos. This card was put here instead. Now all of a sudden I got a full head of hair, which would be welcomed.
What?
But things like that happen. So I'm glad things happened the way they did. Would I have liked a little bit more freedom? Yeah, of course. But as she said, think about things go on in this world and things I'm worried about now for other people in my life or whatever. I mean, I would be a bit strict to make sure they're not doing those things. I mean, there were some things my parents could have let me do, but do whatever. But thinking back, I mean, I'm a little glad they didn't let me do some of those things because hey, who knows where I would be right now?
Right.
But I kind of like what she said. Maybe same amount, maybe a
little
bit more, but honestly, nothing less than what I had is where I'll be going. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a healthy compromise. Like we'll have to compromise on maybe what we both think, because
yeah,
we're a relationship, we're a couple, and we're
Yeah.
gonna make our own rules. So
exactly.
yeah,
So same thing for
those
you
are
guys.
so
and everything.
fun. Make sure.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah,
These
we
are
went through
literally
a decent
these
amount,
black
even though
little
we
cards.
skipped a few. Yeah. So go ahead.
So cute.
You know, get those. Again, comment. You know, about your answers. Maybe let us know. This is going to be a series for us. You know, what you doing tonight? Having some date night. So we're gonna do these cards some more.
Or maybe we'll try some other ones too. These are good. I actually recommend these because we did these at home before too. So these are really good, especially like the sex ones. Maybe we will. My goal is to be more open with that. Just being transparent right now. I'm not always. So my goal is to. So maybe we'll answer more of those, but we'll try some other things too on what you doing tonight.
Yeah. And so again,
Real
if you
talk.
need some time for you and your partner, whatever. Either get these cards or pop on this video, answer the questions we got going on, and that's where you're going to be at.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Episode 4.
All right.
See y'all the next time. Again,
Bye.
follow us on Instagram. Me at OVOX Omar.
Me at Skyla Simone with a Y.
The overall channel, Snooks and Snookums.
With an N.
With an
Snooks N. Snookums.
And we'll see y'all the next journey.